Hey guys, welcome back to Debo Reacts. So today I am back with another Hamilton reaction. Different song this time. This time the song of the day is The Room Where It Happens. But this isn't actually done as part of the show. This was done for, in honour of getting people to get out there and vote in the US elections. So it was done for iwillvote.com. And I'm guessing from what I've heard about this, it's the coming together of the cast sort of over Zoom and that, to perform the song. I'm not specifically sure who cast-wise, whether this is an amalgamation of different companies or whether this is the OBC, original Broadway cast, for those that don't know what that means. Or it may be a mixture of a few. So let's go in and have a listen. Looks like it's starting with an intro from Mr. Joe Biden. But let's...
Show up and vote. You will determine the outcome of this election. Vote, vote, vote. If you're able to vote early in your state,
so it's telling people to get out.
If you're able to vote in person,
because they were trying to. Well, it ended up being, I think, the biggest turnout in 100+ years
you have
for the US elections.
Control to determine what this country is going to look like the next 4 years.
Oh, Leslie Odom Jr.
Two Virginians and an immigrant walk into a room diametrically opposed foes. They emerge with a compromise, having opened doors that were previously closed. Rose, the immigrant, emerges with unprecedented financial power, a system he can shape however he wants. The Virginians emerge with the nation's capital, and here's the pièce de résistance. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the game is played, the art of the trade, how the sausage gets made. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens.
Pause. So far, it seems that it's mainly the original Broadway cast, but maybe a few others that have been in the Broadway cast along the way. But it's not just the main characters, it's a lot of the characters from the ensemble, a lot of the actors and actresses from the ensemble as well, which is great to see because it's lovely to see everybody involved and not just the famous names. And it's quite cool actually because they've got everybody coming in and out. It's not just all in blocks like you expect when you see a Zoom screen, but they've really played with it and it's quite enjoyable actually. And I'm loving the way they're showing the different people going about their voting at the same time. And Leslie Odom Jr., so talented, just really, really talented. I really enjoy Leslie's voice. And it's fun to see them to go back to these characters when they haven't performed these songs daily for a very long time now, actually. Some of them, it's good three years, I think, for some of them now since they finished on Broadway in these characters. So it's been longer than you think, actually, for some of them. Let's play.
Thomas claims
Alexander was on Washington's doorstep one day in distress and disarray.
Thomas claims
Alexander said,
I know where else to
Lin-Manuel.
turn.
and basically begged me to join the fray.
Thomas claims
I approached Madison and said, I know you hate him, but let's hear what he has to say.
Thomas claims
I arranged the meeting. I arranged the menu, the venue, the seating.
What? No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the parties get to yes, the pieces that are sacrificed in every game of chess. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens.
I'm loving
Meanwhile, Madison's
Groff's
grappling with the
crown.
fact that not every issue can be settled by committee.
Obviously, he was voting Biden.
Congress is fighting
I think a lot of the cast were in support of Biden.
It isn't pretty. The Jefferson approaches with the dinner and invite. Madison responds with Virginian insight.
Maybe we can solve one problem with another and win a victory for the Southerners. In other words, a quid pro quo.
I suppose.
Wouldn't you like to work a little closer to home?
Actually, I would.
Well, I
Such a
propose the
talented
Potomac.
cast.
And you'll provide him his votes?
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Let's go.
No.
What else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened.
Postal voting, ballot voting, so many different ways.
My God, in God we trust, but we never really know what got discussed. Click, boom, and it happened. And no one else was in the room where it happened.
Alexander Hamilton.
What did they say to you to get you to show New York City down the river?
Alexander Hamilton.
Washington know about the
Pause. I think the thing that is so cool with Hamilton is the fact that it's such a different style of music to what we're so used to with musical theatre, but it still manages to tell that story throughout the music. Like, it's always continuing the storyline. It never holds it up. It's never useless words. Every word plays a part, especially in a song like this, where it's just so descriptive, but so like just such a different style, really enjoyable style. As you may guess, I really enjoy Hamilton, and I would love to go and see it again. If you get the chance to go and see it when theatres come back, go and see it on the West End, go and see it on Broadway, go and see it with your local company performance, wherever it may be. I highly recommend it. And we need to support these casts because they've lost a year's worth of work almost now. And for some, it will be over a year by the time theatres actually get back. Play.
About the dinner was the presidential pressure to deliver.
Alexander Hamilton.
Or did you know even then it doesn't matter where you put the U.S. capital?
Cause we'll have the banks, we're in the same spot.
You got more than you gave.
And I wanted what I got. When you got skin in the game, you stay in the game. But you don't
So
get a
talented,
win unless
Lin-Manuel
you play in
Miranda
the
is.
game. Oh, you get love for it, you get hate for it. You get nothing if you wait for it, wait for it, wait.
Ironically, I was just
God
watching
help
him
and
in his
forgive
Dark
me.
Materials.
I wanna build something that's gonna outlive me.
What do you want, girl? What do you want, girl?
If you stand for nothing, girl, what are you for?
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room.
They all get so in character. They're not in the dress, but you can just see it.
Saying what they trade away, yeah.
We dream of a brand new start.
But we dream in the dark for the most part. Dark as a tomb where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I've got to know where it happens. I've got to know where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. I wanna be the room where it happens.
I wanna be in the room where it happens.
Vote.
And I think a lot of people did go out and vote. I really enjoyed that. It's so fun to see them all get back into character. Like, they don't have to be dressed in the clothes that they wear for the performances. Like, you just see it in their mannerisms, in the way they sing, in the way they rap, in the way they perform. It's just so fun to see. And I think, like, Hamilton has done so much for teaching people about the beginning of, like, obviously it's not completely 100% factually accurate, but it's done a lot for telling people, teaching people about the founding of America and the founding of America's political system. Like, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of what I've learned until I got old enough to really take an interest and learn it myself, a lot of what I learned of originally of American politics was all through the TV series The West Wing, which was a series that my family watched. And like through The West Wing, and I think through Hamilton, they've done a very good job of bringing American politics to making it understandable to a wider range of people, especially outside of America, where different political systems work in different ways. Like, it took watching The West Wing for me to understand the electoral colleges and things such as that. But I think it's almost a shame, actually, that the show wasn't on the night of the election, because I think that would have been a really interesting atmosphere, or not even just the night of the election, but those couple of days between the election and then the result being finally announced, I think that would have been a really interesting couple of days for the shows, because I think it would have added that extra sort of element of sort of audience interest in it, and I think there would have been like a different buzz about it, especially on the day when the election results were, well, when it was called in favour of Biden and Harris. So I think that would have been a really interesting one. But yeah, they're just all phenomenal performers pretty much all round, and it's always great to see the original Broadway cast come back together, but it's also great to see other casts perform together at different times as well, and get to see the different people who are taking on those characters today. And but yeah, as I said, soon as theatres get back, please go out and support your local companies, whether it be at your local theatre or your national theatres, Broadway, West End, wherever you may live. Go support theatre, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then please give it a like. If you have any other recommendations for me, whether it be musical theatre or any other genre you want to recommend, please drop them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear it. And if you want to see some more videos from me, then please subscribe to my channel. Cheers very much, guys.